Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How are you? Did you come from far?
Yeah, I'm pretty good today. I actually had to come from far because I live in Tilburg and this is actually in Germany. So yeah, I had to travel a bit,
Sorry,
but that's
yeah,
okay.
sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. Before we start, maybe you can tell me a bit about yourself.
Yeah, sure. Well, my name is Luca Gobats. I'm 21 years old. I was born in Deventer and I'm studying in Tilburg at the moment. Yeah, I just love to have fun and hang out with friends and drink a beer sometimes.
Good. Great, great. Yes. Yes. I read your resume. Yeah, but I still have a few questions for you. So let's start.
Okay.
Why do you want to be intern here?
Well, as I mentioned in the motivation letter I sent, I've been a fan of Bethesda since the first day I ever bought a game from you guys. I've also followed the developments of the company closely, and yeah, it would be a great opportunity to contribute to all that.
Okay. Interesting. And which classes do you like the most? And which one do you like the least?
Well, I have a couple of classes that I like the most. The first one, of course, is English. I like to speak the language. It's also very important because it's the number one language in the world. So it's almost everybody knows it. So it's important so you can communicate with everybody. And that's also my second class is communication. I'm really interested in all the theories and experiments they can do with communication, and also what would the world be without communication? It's one of the most important things nowadays in the world. The third subject I like a lot is online marketing. I was really amazed when I started like this semester or. Last year. I'm sorry. Last year.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm really amazed how you can monitor and tweak your website so it will work better. And also, I was really amazed by how ads work. Like when on the web.
Mm-hmm.
And online marketing is also very important in the online environment, of course. The subject I like the least is visuals. I'm a pretty creative guy and I can always think of concepts in my head, but I just lack the experience in programs like Photoshop and InDesign. So I have the ideas in my head, but I can't really put it on paper. So that sucks.
So communication, English, online marketing is great, and you don't like visuals. Okay.
Yes.
Good to know. And what do you expect this position to be like?
Well, first of all, I expect it to be a very docile experience and also an environment where you can learn a lot. I hope I can further increase my promotion skills. I think it's also hard work, but also rewarding work, and also a ton of fun.
Okay. And now the question is all about why should we hire you?
Well, as I mentioned in my resume, I already have 3 years of experience with promoting. Combining this with my experience in sales and my persuasive skills makes a very good combo. Furthermore, I'm loyal and trustworthy. If I work at for a company, I won't abandon it like I won't abandon a sinking ship, but I will fight and work till the end, trying to save it. And at last, I'm a very good team player and good in communication.
Okay, good. And what's your goal? What do you wanna? What's your goal you wanna get to in this internship?
Well, I've always had a big interest in the gaming industry. So the goal of this internship is to get to know more about how it really goes in a big company in the gaming industry, and to see if I will like it as much as I think I will. And another important reason is that I would like to further increase my skills in promoting, of course.
Okay. Can you tell me something about your school involvements and how they will relate to this internship?
Yes, of course. Well, to be honest, I do not really have many school involvements because I like to focus more on the student association, which I'm part of. In the Students Association, I've already organized a student symposium for the local council elections. During this project, I was also in charge of the promotion. Think about social media, posters, flyers, etc. I've also organized an Old Members Day for 300 to 400 old members of the Student Association, and this also involved calling every single old member and persuading them into joining this day, which went very well, if I may say so myself.
Okay, great. about money. Do you
Money.
Money. Yeah, it's important.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
always
it's
important.
important, it's
It's important. Well,
yeah.
what do you expect?
Well, since
Initially.
I'm a student and this is also an internship, I don't actually expect a whole lot of money, but I expect just like enough to pay my rent, buy food, and also buy some clothes or something nice once in a while. Nothing too crazy, but like enough to keep myself alive. Let's put it like that.
And can you tell me something about your motivation for your school? Well, why did you pick your study, your major, and your minor? Everything?
Yeah, sure. After I decided to quit my first study, I went through some testing to see which study would appeal to me and my personal values. International event, music, and entertainment studies was one of the studies that came out, and it catch my interest. So I went to check it out and joined like one of the first year's students for a day and just see how days at the Fontes Academy for Creative Industry went, and just felt it was a match. So I decided to enroll.
And when are you graduating? How many years?
I'm gonna graduate in 2 years if I pass everything
Do
now.
you have plans after your graduation?
Well, I'm not actually sure about that yet. That's also the reason I'm applying for the internship here, like abroad, and besides that, it's of course necessary for school. But I want to get experience in the branch that I find interesting, so I can get a better view of that and of what I want to do when I graduate. So it depends if I enjoy the internship and my minor, which I will do later on. And of course, there's also an option to continue studying on the university, like a master. So yeah, I'm not sure yet, but I'm on my way to finding out what I want to do after graduation.
Okay, great. I'm out of questions, so I think
okay.
this will be the interview.
Okay,
It is.
I want to thank you kindly. And,
Thank you for your time. No
yeah.
problem.
And have a nice day.